Hey, we'd like to take a minute to thank our sponsor, Isotope, makers of software and plugins for audio repair, mixing, and mastering. We use Isotope products here at the High Gain. It's an important part of how we've been able to bottle pure podcast gold week after week. And guess what? Isotope offers 1 free month of Music Production Suite Pro, which has all the tools you need to mix, master, and repair audio. Also, you can get 10% off all other software using the promo code FRET10. That's FRET10. All of this is at isotope.com, izotope.com.
Hey, it's Ed Peterson.
Hey, it's John Kiltica.
Hey, it's the High Game Podcast, folks.
Yep, it sure is.
It's a Sunday afternoon here in beautiful West Seattle.
It is beautiful. It is West Seattle, and indeed, it's Sunday.
Yeah, I say we talk about guitars today.
Twist my arm, Ed.
Yeah, we're recording on Sunday. I hope it doesn't confuse people when I say it's Sunday and then this thing drops on Wednesday or whatever and they get all freaked out and think the day's wrong. It's Sunday for John and Ed. It might be for you.
Calendar dysphoria is real.
Oh my gosh, dysphoria.
I'm not so sure that people who are calendarically challenged like that appreciate you making light of it, Ed.
I feel like we make this effort in a way that we make a lot of efforts to evergreen the show, to make it so we don't do what I just did.
Yeah.
But we're not very good at it.
Yeah, and then in the bargain, you kind of calendar shame.
Right.
They're going to listen on whatever day they feel like listening.
I don't want to force them into a box.
Yeah.
That's not what I'm suggesting.
They're going to listen when they listen.
Yeah. I don't know anything about the guitar you're holding, John.
You don't?
Sometimes we talk about guitars and it's like, oh, it's a Fender, it's a Gibson, it's a Gretsch.
True enough, this is a completely new one for us.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's a new manufacturer, but new-ish.
When I look at the headstock, it could be a throwback to 50s American manufacturing out of Chicago.
Yeah.
The design aesthetic of their logo.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
This is a B.A. Ferguson flyweight.
I don't know anything about it. Beverages.
Beverages, Ed.
I've got a black coffee.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm doing a thing, John.
I got to figure out why you're doing this. It has water, and that's fine.
A can of water.
Tell us what it is. Go ahead.
It's a Pamplemousse LaCroix sparkling water.
Perv water.
Perv water from our good friend, Mr. Pervy Joe or whatever.
Owner of LaCroix water that likes to grope pilots.
Allegedly.
Allegedly grope pilots on his own private aircraft.
Yeah. We get this imperfect produce, imperfect food every Wednesday, which means we don't really go to the grocery store anymore.
So you get criminal beverages.
Exactly. And there's
Allegedly.
only a few things that you can select, right?
Wait, so you selected that beverage?
Full disclosure, my lovely wife, I think she's indifferent to the allegations against the CEO of LaCroix. Again,
Allegedly.
Full disclosure, Pamplemousse is delicious.
Is that the name of a flavor?
Yeah.
What does that
I
mean?
think it means grapefruit.
Oh, does it?
I don't know.
So dude is on his own private aircraft.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's just one big misunderstanding.
Could be.
Maybe he's flying from place to place all the time doing LaCroix business. Maybe sometimes he just doesn't want to put his pants on. And then misunderstandings occur. I don't know. I'm chilling on my jet. Maybe I take my pants off.
Yeah.
I have a Kern's Peach Nectar beverage drink.
Kern's.
Made in Mexico, distributed out of San Antonio, Texas. Pure cane sugar, no big corn here.
Okay.
It is lovely, not carbonated, but I can sense already the problem Ed's going to have with it.
Sugar content.
Ed is thinking, man, that looks way too sweet. I need some perv water.
Yeah, exactly.
Allegedly.
Net worth $3.7 billion.
The LaCroix dude?
Yep.
You don't get 3.7 by playing it safe in the plane.
No. No. We also can't drink Shasta, Faygo,
That just puts a kink in my day.
Big Shot Double Hit, Ohana Punch, Crystal Bay, Cascadia Sparkling Clear, Ritz, Mr. Pure, Rip It. You can't be drinking your Rip It beverages.
I didn't even know about any of these except the Faygo.
Rip It Three-Way. Huh.
Oh, God.
This guy must be in charge of naming stuff.
Why does this all make some kind of weird sense?
Rip It F-Bomb.
This guy.
And the Rip It F-Bomb 0 calorie version.
Oh, well, yeah, you got to watch your figure.
It's evocative of, say, a Les Paul Jr. double cutaway.
Yes.
Slab body.
Yep.
Double P90s.
Yep.
Single volume tone. Wraparound tailpiece. Love it.
Very simple.
Love it. I just picked that guitar up, and that guitar is light. It's got a really cool neck.
Yep.
It is made in America.
It is made in America,
Yeah.
yes, by one guy.
Oh, B.A. Ferguson?
Yes.
B.A. like B.A. Baracus? Is that Bad Attitude? Was that what the B.A. stood for?
I think that's what it was, Mr. T. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did not like to fly. Is that some sort of coincidence?
Sergeant Bosco Albert Baracus.
Yeah.
Yeah, B.A. Baracus, Mr. T.
Yeah. So the founder is a guy named Ramon Areola Jr.
Okay.
His nickname is Boot.
Boot's a cool name.
Yeah.
I would dig that.
Yeah. He took a pseudonym whenever he would do photography or art projects, and he chose the last name Ferguson. So he took his name, Boot Areola,
Yeah.
and just tacked Ferguson onto the end of it, and it became B.A. Ferguson.
Also, a name that just sounds old school, Chicago. It feels very intentional.
Yeah. Boot is from Texas.
Okay.
In 2008, he's actually living in South Carolina. He moved there with his wife.
Okay.
And he got some help starting up a business to make guitars. He had been doing repairs and working on other guitar adjacent things in shops.
Sure.
He starts in 2008 making guitars.
Okay.
He has several models. He's trying to do a little bit of everything at that point.
Mm-hmm.
And by his own admission, when he went to NAMM in 2011, it was kind of a disaster.
Oh.
He brought 12 guitars and apparently didn't do very well. So then he figured he needed to kind of tighten up his game and reboot and stuff.
Okay. I guess it's how you measure success. Fail fast is certainly a thing where, like, you go out, you try something. Okay, that doesn't work. Can you actually learn from that and pivot?
Yes.
You know, I guess saying it's a disaster.
Yeah, I should say that's my word.
Yeah.
By his own estimation, it was, let's just say, less than ideal.
Sure.
And I don't know what that means. Did nobody buy one? Did nobody place orders for additional ones? I don't know.
Yeah.
But he had fortunately made some friends in South Carolina.
Okay.
He became friends with Nick Greer over at Greer Amps.
Okay.
You might be familiar with their Lightspeed.
For sure.
Stomp box.
Yeah.
He became friends with the guys over at the Caroline Guitar Company.
Oh. Are these all out of South Carolina?
Yeah, the somersault pedal.
For sure.
These people had been doing it for a little longer than him and were very generous with their knowledge.
Like we've established with talking to no end of manufacturers on this show. I didn't know how to do blah, and I asked, and the community seems pretty great that way.
Yeah, that's one of the things we found over the last 4 years. Everybody's super cool.
Yeah.
And this does not surprise me.
Yeah.
So the guys over at Caroline helped him figure out and strategize how to do a Kickstarter.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, in order to develop and introduce new models.
We talked to Joel from Chase Bliss.
Yes.
And the blooper was done as a Kickstarter. They kind of tried it out. He didn't think they would be doing any more. That wasn't the plan. It's just they needed some upfront capital to help fund the thing.
Yes.
I think this is only the second example of Kickstarter being used as a release vehicle for anything that we've talked about on the show.
You could be right.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Is it surprising there aren't more? Some of this is probably we just haven't talked to the right people.
Yeah, or we just don't know.
Flying by the seat of our pants over here
That's
at the
right.
High Gain Central.
Just keep the pants on.
Yep.
Don't get on any private jets.
That's the deal.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was successful, and he got enough money to reevaluate the kind of shapes and models and features he wanted to deal with. He went back to NAMM in 2018 and did much better.
Did you say 2011 and then we fast forwarded to 2018?
Yeah, he's been building guitars for a while.
Okay, we should get this guy on the horn.
Yeah. This guitar is a flyweight. First thing you notice is that it's a double-cut Les Paul Jr. type looking thing, but it's kind of abbreviated. The horns aren't quite as big, and the body is only 1.2 inches thick.
It's cool.
And the body is made out of poplar.
Okay.
Total weight on this thing, about 5 pounds.
Love it. Yes, please. What is the neck made out of? What is that wood?
I'm glad you asked,
Oh,
Ed.
thank you.
The neck is made out of mahogany, and the fingerboard is made out of catalox.
I don't know what that is.
Katalox.
Knowing how it's spelled does not help me know what it is.
No?
You're helping the viewers.
Yeah. It's another word for Mexican ebony.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a set neck.
Oh, it is?
It is a set neck.
Man.
Yeah. Nitro finish on this. It's kind of like a red...
Metallic-y
red that is called Kindercore red.
Huh. Okay.
And this is called a DC Walker. Apparently named after one of his buddies, a guy named Ben Walker.
Okay.
Isn't that nice? I'm just going to name this model the Peterson.
I know an artist named Ben Walker.
So how's it sounded? What does it do? By the way, this model, the Walker, was released in 2019.
Okay.
Let's see what we got. I've got just a little bit of our 1981 DRV on here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do our thing. So I'm as bassy as bass can go in the neck pickup. If I go as trebly as the treble side will go.
Okay, lay it on me. Woo. So tell me about these things. Does he have just the single model and you go to the website and you get this thing? Or do you order these like a la carte, here's what I want?
You order them a la carte on his site.
Yeah.
You see some models are sold out, some models are pre-order, and then there are menus like what pickup complement do you want, what color do you want.
Yeah, I just hit the page and he's got 2 or 3 that he's built that are for sale.
Yeah.
And then you can order the Flyweight Shirley,
Yeah.
Flyweight Ranger, Flyweight Walker.
Yeah. And the thing I like about this is, we should say, in the boutique realm, we see that a lot of people maybe go for broke.
Yeah.
They make the guitars, and then this is going to cost you $4,500, which is fair enough in that realm.
Right.
But it's kind of cool to decide, maybe I want to make custom guitars that aren't so dear. What is it, like $1,500?
$1,299.99.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Okay, so he figured out a way to completely hand make a guitar and have the kind of features to cost ratio make it so that it's not going to cost you an arm and a leg.
Man.
You know what I've found myself thinking? If I was in a band and I was on the road,
Yeah.
what's something I can take on the road and beat up and I'm not going to freak out over it?
Yeah.
Maybe something like this.
You can actually get dual gold foils, and they are either Gemini, which are crazy.
Yeah, our man Rob over there at Gemini Pickups.
Yeah, which you can get in a lot of Abernathy. They are for sure super hot, super cool pickups, or Lawlers. That only increases the price $100.
I'm back to the middle, just in regular town. The neck on this is a little bigger, a little beefier,
Yeah.
as you might expect from like a Les Paul Jr. kind of thing, but not like super duper baseball bat. And I should say that it's finished in satin, so there's not some thick coat of
Yeah.
finish on the back of the neck. Makes it kind of comfortable.
Looking at the guitar as you're playing it, I'm amazed you can build a guitar in that $1,300 range.
I'm kind of interested in that aspect of it. Okay, how do you make something that's pretty damn playable It's almost like an exercise in accounting or something. Sourcing the material, figuring out cost of parts, figuring out time and labor, and still coming out with a viable product
Yeah.
that makes you a profit and saves a customer some money.
Right.
This is pretty cool.
What he's not doing is making 20 different variations, and every single one is super duper custom, one-offy kind of thing.
Isn't this kind of like the Frank brothers? Remember those guys up in Canada?
For sure.
Where they have one shape.
Yep.
That is their one shape.
Yep.
You pick your pickups and your colors and your tailpiece and all of that. But shape-wise, that's what you're getting. Or Saul Cole.
Yeah.
He has one shape, and you pick the features you want hung on that shape.
Yeah. Our guy BA could probably sit there and on a day just bang out like 10 bodies and just wait for the order to come in and, oh, I've got a double pickup configuration ready to go. I've got a single pickup, and then it's just like, oh, you want it black? Okay, bust out the black paint.
Right.
Maybe there's that kind of thing. Keeping it simple, and everybody likes the Les Paul Jr. double cutaway slab body style. If you don't, what kind of dummy are you?
Yeah, how cool is it for him to be cognizant enough to know where you can scale back and where not to scale back.
Yeah.
So the body is thinner, the neck has less finish on it, all that kind of thing. But he knew, I better put some badass pickups in here.
Yeah, exactly. Make the thing a screamer, and it weighs 5 pounds. It's not the same, it's different, but the headstock has a similar thing to Abernathy in that it's asymmetrical.
This looks like the top of the headstock is rounded over, and then on one side of it, somebody took a bite out of it.
Yeah, exactly.
The headstock is black. There's a black veneer on it, and then the logo is really well designed. It's kind of orange. Orange on black, designed with a kind of industrial design of the 50s. Maybe even the 40s. Old-timey logo.
Right. In a very cool way.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I first saw it, like if it were just sitting there, it would not have blown my mind if you had said, oh, this guitar was made in 1964.
Right.
Except for the fact that this thing is so brand new. You got that Recovery Effects Phantom operator.
I do.
Throw a little Strymon on there. Sure. So we got 1981 into Phantom Operator, into Volante, into Flint in the tremolo side. That's what John's doing.
Our man BA, he's out there in Texas doing this all by himself. He makes about 45 guitars a year.
Oh.
Well, not that many.
Looks like he's in El Paso.
El Paso.
Yeah, down there on the border.
You think he's hanging out with Beto O'Rourke? Probably. Let's say probably. Beto was in a band.
Yes, for sure. He's very Gen X.
I want to think that Beto and Boot,
yeah,
hanging out.
Best buds.
Yep. We're going to need to get in touch with Boot.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to ask him if this is true.
Yeah. And I would think he should get a guitar in Beto's hands.
Ooh.
If he doesn't already.
We should probably talk to Boot.
I don't know why he's not talking to us right now. We didn't ask.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
You gotta try it. Try and decide. Is it hello or goodbye? Buy or deny?
Well, there you go, Ed. A Les Paul Jr. type thing, custom built, but not costing an arm and a leg. Would you buy it?
I'm going to do my usual caveat thing.
Oh.
Yes, absolutely, it's a buy. Caveat being, the guitar you're holding. Right. I would probably pick single pickup, just a single P90 in the bridge position, black. Right? Because this one's red with the tortoiseshell pick guard. There's just a couple things that I would change. This guitar is also very rad. So I'm by almost even on this guitar. I am for sure very interested in single cutaway, single pickup black.
So B.A. Ferguson, the brand, buy.
Yeah, why wouldn't you just order one?
I think the exact same thing for what the features are and how light this is and everything. Yeah. I don't really know that there's a downside to this.
No.
Yeah, you're looking for something that's going to rip for less money than you're going to get any other handmade in the USA kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And it feels like with that light wood and the kind of finish on it, you could ding it up in the right ways in a shorter amount of time.
And not freak out.
Right.
You could even ding it up intentionally. Just get it and get to work.
I dig it.
I agree with you. I'd probably choose maybe one or two different things feature-wise.
Yeah.
But I can see myself supporting our man Boot.
For sure. Where did you get this one? Is this from our friends?
This is from our friend at thunderroadguitars.com.
Uncle Frank.
We've established that Uncle Frank is a very generous patron of the arts.
Yes. The podcast arts.
Yeah, the podcast arts.
Over there at thunderroadguitars.com.
Yes, that's where he is.
At the point this drops, hopefully it's still there, but who knows?
Why don't we tell the people where B.A. Ferguson is on the internet box?
Yeah, why don't we?
Yeah.
BAFerguson.com.
BAFerguson.com if you want to check out what's going on.
I don't know what the turnaround time is on ordering one of these from pre-order to in your hands.
This continues to amaze me. All the guitars we've done, and we're continually running into stuff we've never seen or played before.
Oh, for sure. You want to read the descriptor of the Flyweight DC Walker?
Yeah.
This guitar aims to scratch that rock and roll itch without the blues lawyer price tag. Our man, my man B.A. Come on. Engineered the mess out of the build process to bring you something that's affordable, has a vintage vibe, and is entirely handcrafted and American-made entirely by us.
Go Boot.
Rad.
That makes me want to go buy a t-shirt.
Or a guitar.
Yeah. And when you're done doing that, viewers,
yeah,
as always, come check us out either on our website, thehighgain.com.
Why not?
Or at The High Gain on Instagram.
Leave a review.
Leave a review on iTunes. We would love it if you did that because we love reading that stuff. We are at once self-absorbed and not particularly busy.
Also, we lack confidence.
We'll come back next week and hopefully we'll be recovered enough to do it all over again.
Oh, I think there's no reason we shouldn't do it again.
You did great, Ed.
Thanks, John.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.